It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the counter, McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Purdy setting up that play action. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Able to find Nakua here. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And he takes this one back for the pick 6! Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 36. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
22. Take 22.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They pick the handoff now, Stafford. His pass caught by Nakua. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. It is caught left side. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Purdy on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw again, it's Purdy. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw by Purdy. Has it downfield, working the left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Brought in by Ayuk near the sideline. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun is Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35.
50, 50. Hey, 5-0. Middle. Like 7.
Stafford now on first down. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Rams with a 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Omaha, remove. Stay 50.
Stafford from the gun. It's an LA touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Purdy to throw it. The back grabs it. He has the San Francisco touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Stafford. He's going deep. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams tie it just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Now Purdy. Finding Pearsall. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. To throw, Stafford. Able to find Nacua here. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 3 now. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Joshua Carty out for the Rams field goal try. It's about 43 yards for him. Slides kick is up and good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Got for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Throwing off the play fake here. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Stafford Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drill right, 22.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Stafford again. It's taken in by Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going left side, Williams with it. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready. 22. 10.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers. Second down now, 7 to go. Purdy gets this from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Play action now with Purdy. Brought in right side. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice return there. 15 yards gained. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Williams now on 1st and 10. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. He gets this one to Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams now lead by 10. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They send a receiver in motion right. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he's going to find his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Motioning right is Ayuk. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Looking slant route, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. 49ers at a 2-score deficit. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. From the gun is Purdy. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Straight ahead with Williams. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
On second down, it's Williams again. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look at that defense.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.